It's Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all the vets out there. One's on active duty, one's retired. And yeah, for those that may not know, I'm a vet as well. Served 1988, 1992 aboard 5 different nuclear submarines back in the day when the Cold War was coming to an end. 4 ballistic missile nuclear subs and 1 fast attack during the 4-year time. Yeah, so that was an interesting time, and I'm just going to the bank as I describe my career. I'm not going to be going anywhere, I think, this year for lunch or dinner. Just really not impressed with what's being offered. I mean, it's good that you know, restaurants and other places are offering freebies and discounts and stuff like that, but the selection and the limitations, and it's got to be under a certain amount, and you know, Krispy Kreme, for example, 1 free donut. Oh, 1? Couldn't make that a dozen? So I guess it's kind of the you know, the old adage, you know, hey, we appreciate your service, but we don't want to lose business, you know, too much. So I don't know. I mean, again, good thing it's offered, but I'm just not going to take advantage of it this year. I got other things going on, and I'm just not really impressed with the selection that's out there this year. So anywho, continuing on. Oh, nope, maybe not. My phone. Alright, it was the wife. I'll call her back later. But yeah, so I'm heading to the bank, make a quick deposit. And, oh, we got a alert copper somewhere. Yeah, there's the fire truck. And, yeah, so getting close to the bank. I'll go ahead and make my quick deposit, and then I'll continue on about my career. Oh, I take it the banks are closed for Veterans Day. Well, that's some. Oh yeah, and there's the Walmart. Well, they got 4 walls built. I thought it was going to extend a little bit further out, but I guess not. Yeah, we'll continue waiting for the guy in the Stang here from Florida. Finally, he got his act together after about 5 minutes. Alright, deposit in the ATM. I'm probably going to start doing that more often than the drive-thrus. Yeah, let's get a quick peek at the neighborhood Walmart. Man, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing here, but yeah, they've got this one, and it's already got a wall up, and maybe they're building another section here or something. I don't know. I'm at a loss. But, yep, it's coming along quite nicely. Digging a moat and everything. Wow. Used to be fascinated with that when I was a kid, watching the construction workers. The big heavy equipment. Yeah, so anyway, as I wait for the signal to change, yeah, my career consisted of being aboard 5 different subs. This was during when the Cold War was coming to an end and my subs were being decommissioned one by one. My very first sub was already in dry dock. All my subs, I can probably still list them. First one was USS Andrew Jackson, SSBN 619. Then got sent temporarily to the USS George Bancroft, SSBN 643. Then went back to my first sub till it decommissioned before Hugo hit in September of '89. Then after clearing out the Charleston River there, I believe it was the Ashley River or the Cooper River, got assigned to my 3rd sub and went on a Mediterranean run. That was the USS Ray, SSN 653. Went to the Mediterranean from '89 to '90, and yeah, it was that was fun. Went over there in the wintertime with all the storms coming across the Mediterranean, and then wound up breaking my foot in the shipyard. We came back in July, and yeah, I got put on limited duty for like 9 months. So when the Operation Desert Shield, Desert Storm got started, I was on limited duty at the Charleston Weapons Station and bringing, I had like NATO top secret clearance back in the day, so I knew what ships were coming up, what they were getting armed with, when they were going, all that stuff during the war. Yeah, did about 9 months limited duty there, and then coming off of limited duty, I went to my 4th sub, the USS Casimir Pulaski, SSBN 633, and made 2 patrols on it before I became a short timer. And that was around, I think, March or April. Yeah, it might have been around April that I disembarked from my 4th sub and then got sent temporarily assigned duty to my 5th sub, the USS Henry L. Stimson, SSBN 655, to bring it from Kings Bay, Georgia to Charleston for decommissioning. So it's kind of like a full circle there. And in June of '92, I got out, honorably discharged, and you know, again, 5 subs in 4 years is pretty much, you know, unheard of from what I remember. But it happened, you know, back then. That's just kind of what was happening. Subs were being decommissioned, or, you know, assignments would just change and you'd get new orders and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much my career in a nutshell. And now, you know, can look back on that. You know, back when I got out of the Navy, I didn't really talk about it too much. You know, being underwater like that, for the, I mean, the most we were underwater, I would say, would be, you know, the boomers. That's what we call the ballistic missile subs. We were underwater maybe 2.5, almost 2 3/4 of 3 months, you know, on a patrol, you know, coming up maybe, you know, for a port call if we ever got one. But the ballistic missile subs hardly ever got a port call. Fast attacks did, but the one fast attack I was on, we were supposed to get like 12 different ports, and nope, it went from 12 to like 3. And from what I remember, our command either wasn't really well liked, or terrorism was happening, you know, in Israel and around North Africa around that time, because we had ports in Israel and Egypt and Tunisia, and they all got canceled. All we got was Cannes and Toulon in France and Gibraltar, Spain. Gibraltar was awesome. I'd love to get back there one day. But after that came, that 6.5 month run came to an end, you know. Then we were in dry dock, and yeah, just basically doing refits and all that, preparing for another trip out. But yeah, I never made that next trip. So yep, anyway, that was I mean, 4 years, that was an adventure. You know, I can talk about it now, but back then I was like, you know what, how was your patrol? I'd rather not talk about it, you know. Just kind of the mental you know, state you have to put yourself in to adjust to being under the water for that length of time. And then you know, you live 18-hour days. That's another crazy thing. 18 hours, you know, 12 hours off, 6 hours on, stuff like that. So yeah, it was a career. But now that I'm about home, I guess I'll wrap up my little adventure. So happy Veterans Day to all fellow vets again, and thanks for watching.